let's call to order. On my list, of inspirational quotes, Rory is this month, but Rory's in German. So I have prepared myself. Here's a quote that I think really speaks to our commission. This is from Albert Einstein. Those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. And here's another quote that I thought I've been thinking about Arbor Day a lot. Trees are the poems that the earth writes upon the sky. And that's from Gabriel Gibran. Sorry.
The poet, right? Yeah.
So next month, Ginger, they want it. Hey. Roll call.
Okay. We have,
Teresa.
I am here. I can do roll call.
Okay.
Okay, we have Rory is absent. Ginger.
Here.
Debbie.
Here.
Jeannie.
Here.
Laura.
Here.
Teresa, I am here. Corin.
I'm here.
Hello. Jim.
I'm here.
Emily.
Here.
David.
Here.
And Yvonne.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. So next we have the great pleasure to welcome a new commissioner to Green Space. John, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. John Visor. Been in Webster almost 10 years. Live right over on Iowa, by Larson Park.
Do you know Teresa?
Not probably seen you in passing.
Because doesn't Teresa live right?
You're right around the corner, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Harry's up there, yeah. Yeah, I teach special ed at Parkway Central High. Been a special ed teacher for 25 years. I have a daughter named Sadie. She's 6. She's at the college school. And my wife works at WashU in cancer research. That's me.
Welcome. We're very glad to have you. We are now a full commission. We've been down one person since July, so we're very glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
Okay. How about if we just go around and introduce ourselves and maybe share something we're doing with Green Space? Would you like to start?
Oh, sure. I'm Corin. We met just now. I'm a college professor, part-time. I wear a lot of hats on the commission. Do stuff with the Leaves, No Mo April, Dark Skies, Responsible Lighting Initiative. What's the other thing I do? Native Plant.
Corin isn't quite saying it correctly. He single-handedly wrote the what's now called Responsible Lighting Ordinance.
Thanks. So that's me.
Debbie, former teacher, current librarian. I work with the Distinguished Trees or Trees of Distinction and Arbor Day celebration, and will be with the Welcome Committee. I'm sorry, we didn't welcome you properly.
Ginger Garrett, I've been on the commission the longest out of anybody here. I work, I'm a preschool teacher at Emmanuel, and I am helping with the Green Our City initiative. And I guess while we still have it, I mean, because eventually it's going to go to the
Public Works.
or Parks Department, or
We'll still have a room.
we sit here, yeah. So that and the welcome committee, and I don't know, there's something else, but and I think now we too need to probably work on getting shirts or something to be like more updated. So yeah.
I'm Laura. I work with Trees of Distinction and the Green Our City And I think we planted a tree for you.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
We tried one year, it
Yeah.
didn't work, and then you came back and
Yeah,
we made it happen.
Yeah.
It is doing quite
it
well.
looks great.
It always is.
Cause I walked by
3
it.
buckets of water every.
Awesome. Oh, good. It looks so good. Oh,
I'm Jeannie. I've been on the commission 2 years and chair 1 year. And I feel like I touch a lot of the work too. Whatever fire is up at the time.
My name is David Bookless. We actually met already. I'm Deputy City Manager, Staff Liaison to Green Space Advisory Committee, as well as Sustainability, and the soon-to-be Stormwater Management Advisory,
Excellent.
amongst others.
I'm Jim Rhodes. This is my second year on the commission, although I may be transitioning off on the Stormwater Commission. This past year, I was mainly learning the ropes here and helping Jeannie with some things like minimal air and some weeding at the garden or. That's it. I'm a retired engineer.
Okay.
Emily Shepherd, I'm the council liaison for Green Space and Plan Commission.
Wade Dixon, Shepherd.
Yeah.
Is he any relation to the middle school?
Great grandfather.
Oh,
What
I
is?
didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a longtime principal of the high school and then we made them
Wow.
ultimately. I zero to do with it, but
That's fine.
good name recognition.
Grandfather?
Great grandfather.
Great grandfather, wow.
We have 2 people on Zoom if they want to say hello.
Hello.
Yvonne, would you like to introduce yourself or Teresa?
I'll go first. I'm already unmuted. I'm Teresa. Some of the things I do on the commission are green our city and leave the leaves, and we just all do a lot of different things. But for you might be interested to know that Debbie and I volunteer at the Larson Park Rain Garden.
Oh, yeah.
When the weather is good, we do it several times spring and fall. So if you wanted to join us, we'd love to have you.
Sure.
Mm.
What I'm signing up for.
Meeting.
Great, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Teresa. And Yvonne? Just step away.
Here she
She's
is.
there.
Can you hear us, Yvonne? You're muted if you can.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm Yvonne Steigerby. I'm the park superintendent and the technical advisor for the Green Space Commission.
Thank you, thank you. Next, I move to approve the minutes from last month. Which shout out to Jim for filling it at the last minute and taking the minutes. Any questions about the minutes? Edits? And I move to approve. Does anyone second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Next we have a,
You need a vote.
Oh.
Okay, we're all.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the minutes are approved. We do not have any visitors today, so we'll go right to our old business. So the first item on the old business is as we've been talking about not next month anymore, this month, we have to do our end of the year report and budget to the city council. So David had this on the packet he sent out, the end of the year report. So just to very briefly go through it, our accomplishments. Number one, the lighting, responsible lighting ordinance, which is now in the hands of the
Can I
city
ask you a
council.
question? I'm confused. So it says FY 2026, and this is end of year. Are we talking about end of calendar year 2025?
Fiscal year,
Fiscal year, which
2026,
So
Which ends in when?
through June, yes.
Through June of this year.
Okay.
This, 20,
So
yeah.
how can we be doing an end of year when we're not through yet?
You can anticipate we're gonna do the next 4 months.
question.
Trying to cover anything that didn't get covered in the fiscal year 25.
Good engineer.
So, number one accomplishment is the responsible lighting ordinance, which is now out of our hands. It's progressed up the ladder. I included number two, because so much work had been done on it. I just wanted that work documented in case the task comes back to us. But we have a subcommittee working on grant research to look for a volunteer coordinator position. That work has been put on hold, but I summarized what we've done. Number three was our direct support to the Parks Department. Our commission is affiliated with the Parks Department, so on the top of page 2 is the hours of weeding. We did a total of 48 hours of weeding. At the City Hall garden, the concrete garden, that strip of garden that as you turn into the parking lot, in Old Webster Business District, Larson Park, which Teresa did a plug trying to get you, John. Excellent plug, Teresa. And then Jim mentioned that he and I did Ivory Kraken. So Yvonne, could you speak to this? Is that 48 hours perceptible? How does that arrive to you?
As far as noticeable, are you saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
like in our hopes of getting a volunteer coordinator and having more volunteers, how does this 48 hours, what are your thoughts?
It definitely helps. And I have so many different volunteer groups waiting in the wings to do all kinds of work. So, and right now I am the volunteer coordinator, which I enjoy quite a bit. But I could see how if we had a grant for that sort of thing, we could make it even more. We have all kinds of people who ask to have events. So I think,
So Yvonne, consider if you would like, for instance, Jim and I, or Teresa and Debbie, or Ginger and Laura, to take someone under our wing to do to help with one of the areas that we're doing. That we could look at that come spring.
okay, as far as a volunteer or
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. If anybody's looking for a project. Yes, I can definitely do that. Right now I have big groups with plans on certain days to come out and do some pretty big honeysuckle sweeps, but I usually do get some requests for individuals who just want to work on a once in a while basis or maybe join up and work with other people. So I'll make sure that they have access to the projects that you guys are taking care of.
Yeah, feel free to send that information, send
Okay.
an email. Thank
Yep.
you for being volunteer coordinator.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Then can I ask you about the fiscal year 2026 accomplishments? And maybe we talked about this last time. The 2 signs that, and I know it came out of I think it came out of our budget at Larson Park.
No. But those big signs did not end up coming out of your budget.
Okay, well, not the money, but I believe Carrie helped in the phrasing. Carrie Coyne.
Okay.
They were actually the year before.
In FY 25.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. That's it.
No big signs this year.
Right, no big signs this year, right.
But you did have Leave the Leaves and NOMO April as accomplishments too.
They're coming up.
Oh, it's ongoing, I see.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
So now we're up to number 4.
What about the watershed?
So those are in the works, right?
Oh, that's the budget for that we'll get to
Yeah,
next.
we're doing some in-house design.
Okay.
And then depending on we have a sign machine and depending on its capacity of graphics, we either do it in-house or we'll contract out to like a equivalent of the fast signs or one of those kind of places. And we'll have that done within this budget year, so we will be able to update this after the fact.
Okay, so would you consider that an ongoing long-term project or FY 26 accomplishment?
The money's in FY 26, so.
For all, like,
For the two signs.
for the two,
So if you wanna do it as ongoing for more watershed signs, it could certainly be continuing ongoing project.
yeah, I think the watershed signs would be more than two.
I thought it was, well, I guess it would be more than two, but identifying the two principal watersheds.
Yeah, designing two
Yeah.
types of signs.
And trying to get,
Actually print.
trying to get some.
So I should add those to this,
So,
but we haven't done it yet.
but you're planning to do it in FY.
And we've been talking about it, I guess.
Yeah, and if, you know,
Well, that,
okay, I won't be, by some freak's chance of nature, it doesn't come to pass, we can always. Plans,
You can make a note that it's planned for the.
so going back to our accomplishments, number 4, in response to the mayor's directive, that we should familiarize ourselves with the Forever Webster Groves document, we familiarized ourselves and wrote a position statement on that. And then number 5, in response to the mayor's concerns of overlap between green space and sustainability, the chair and vice chair of each, we met 3 times, and then we had a meet and greet between our commissions. So we've definitely moved on that. Then the next section is ongoing long-term projects. And our initiatives are listed. So trees of distinction, the decision, research and decision, has a decision been made or?
Almost, right? We have we have to
But
talk
what-
about the measurements.
We'll say it's been made.
Okay.
Yes.
Update the year to 26. It's spring of 2026.
Right.
It says 25, you'll have to update it, I'll say.
And the tree steward
Likewise for that.
decision, I did communicate with Carrie and Joe. They were both unexpected, honored, and they are both able to make it to Arbor Day. They
By the way, we did amend the minutes to remove the names, if you recall, that came up the last time, yeah.
The eco ed schedule, pass that around in case anyone hasn't seen it, is our part is complete in actually sustainability. So when I pass around, there's 6 eco eds and ours are the green ones. So we've got those planned. There's still more work to do, but that has happened. NOMO April, I put a summary just again, so it's documented about our signs and what we did this year. And up here on the top of page 3, the video that Jim and I were working on that we've kind of turned over to David to perhaps Jordan can improve it. And then Leave the Leaves are a next initiative, a little review of what we've done. I feel kind of proud that we've expanded this year and getting signs at Bowling Ridge, except for no mo. They don't want no mo signs because they feel it's in conflict with them on grass seed. But they did have the flyers. So at Bowling Ridge, the library and Maypop, signs and flyers, all very receptive. I bring them to them and then I go pick them up and we're all down my basement in case anyone's ever looking for them. They would love to have a different home, but they're not there for now. And then our summary of Green Our City it was discontinued this year, but will be resuming. And the next fiscal year will be managed by Public Works, and the new arborist and green space will be providing them with.
And not just fiscal year, but calendar year 26,
Yeah.
like starting before July, so starting spring.
So it's
And-
on-
But you have.
Yeah, Yvonne-
You said fiscal, but
Yvonne, why don't you comment on that?
On green space, I'm sorry, Green Our Cities.
Yeah.
So it's not under Public Works, it's under Parks. And we are very close to making the application page live on the website. Everything is ready to go with the exception of we need to have the video with Billy Haig on just basically a tree care video that when the applicant goes on, they click the box saying that they viewed the video. And we're just waiting for the snow to go away so we can film him. And it's all ready, set to do that. So we're hoping maybe by the end of February, we can get the video finished and then everything will go live. And we will take applications as they come in and we'll try to plant as we can handle it on our schedule. And then there'll be a possible opportunity if we have 20 or 30 trees that we need to plant in the fall, we may try to coordinate with Green Space to have a planting day.
Maybe part of Make a Difference Day?
Well, we suggested that, but last time someone on the commission said they prefer that we do a separate event in September. So,
Oh, I think, yeah, we can talk about it. I think that city staff leadership were thinking Make a Difference Day, we already have staff working, but if we did a different day, it would require overtime. But
okay.
we can look at that.
Okay, sure. We're open to whatever works best.
Any added suggestions, deletions for this report, which will be,
I would add on the Green Our City that that GSAC is providing marketing and education.
That's good.
Yeah.
With the revisions that you all have discussed and Jeannie has written down, you will need to take action on this tonight to approve as amended, basically.
any other suggestions, edits, questions? So I move to approve this with what we've added tonight. Oh, I asked. Can someone move to?
I move that we approve this report, the FY 26 projects with the amendments. Thank you.
We need a second.
Yes.
The kids drafting on. And all in favor?
This one you need.
Aye.
For this, you want to do
Oh, Teresa, could you do a roll call for approving this?
Sure. Let me. Okay, Ginger,
Yes.
Debbie,
Yes.
Jeannie,
Yes.
Laura.
Yes.
I say yes. Teresa.
Yes.
Lauren,
Okay. Yes, yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Emily.
I don't get to vote.
Oh, you don't get to vote. David and Yvonne don't vote. John.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're moving on to our budget. And it's not on the official form yet. It looked like this in the package John sent out. So
I put the form on the screen, but I don't think your board got it as well. So
there you go.
this is the form that Jeannie will fill out based on tonight's discussion.
So last month, I asked actually Rory suggested it. It's a great suggestion. And I followed up with an email and asked every subcommittee to get back to me with your projected budget. So just to go through that, and this information will be put on this form. So Eco Ed so our eco eds for this year are all in 2026. So we have March, April, May. So just to review, I have that budget that we have budgeted around $470 for this year's eco eds. For next year's eco eds, same amount, $470. Green Our City initiative from Ginger. They're adding some vinyl stickers to go on the bucket that the homeowners get. It is a total of $748. No budget for Leave the Leaves or no mow because of we have enough signs and everything. No need tart or anything. We have flyers, enough flyers left and everything. Trees of Distinction, $250.
I think the trees of distinction and tree steward are combined and it should be 300, I think is what.
Total?
Yes, because, yeah, as you talked to Yvonne and she recommended we up it to 300.
That's correct. She said
Right.
round it up.
Right, and I think that's a combined number of those two.
Yvonne, does that sound right to you?
I think so. I'd rather have a little extra just rather than not have enough. And so if someone after the meeting can email me exactly who the winner is of the Tree of Distinction, and then I know that it's Carrie and Joe
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
for the tree stewards. And then usually we will get that nice kind of metal tree plaque for the tree stewards. So that's what I was planning for Carrie and Joe. And then sometimes you will give a book to the Tree of Distinction, and then we do a plaque that they can put in a tree stake at the base of the tree with a QR code that links to our online Trees of Distinction program. So if someone wants, who that person is, if you can get that information to me.
So the weather kind of held up the measurements by the arborist. So we are narrowing it down we have it narrowed down to 2 trees that we will decide on and then present it to the commission. Can we wait till the March meeting and let you know what, that it passes, or do you want us to?
I have the measurements now, so.
Right, we need to discuss it.
Yeah.
If you could get it to me sooner, just so sometimes other things creep in that we have to pay attention to, and I just don't want to get to the last minute where I have to get other people involved to make everything happen.
So can we like email it to the commission and vote on it, the winner?
You can only vote at meetings.
Oh, okay, so I'm not quite sure what to do then.
Okay. Well, I would just say at the next meeting, if we could just for sure have an answer, and then I'll have Jordan sort of lined up that we'll hit the ground running once we get the name of it.
Okay,
I guess you could send both names and then they have them, you just let them know which one.
We would take your recommendation in the meeting anyway.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna.
That way we
put
won't
back-
hold.
Yeah.
Okay, great, okay,
Don't
so
sit
I
down
trust you.
For 5 minutes. Cigarette.
It's actually your new tree.
Oh, great.
So maybe.
No, no, the one that we planted was.
Charlie Brown Trees Distinction. Quite me.
Okay, we'll get it to you before then,
If you could include me on that email.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
It'd be like a.
Yvonne, I was
Okay.
gonna say something related to Billy Hag. You're welcome to use the 2 trees and by right away if you want them for the video.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's 2 of them, so like twice the excitement.
Okay. We'll definitely keep that in mind.
And you don't have to let me know, you can just call them if you want.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Then on our budget, second page. Native plants, no budget, and we at this time do not have a number associated with the identifying the watershed signs. So it's just the educational sign, John, just so you know, like a speed limit size sign that says Deer Creek watershed, just so people will know.
Your entry.
Okay.
So we don't,
Did you set aside money last night for this? Cause.
There's money in the FY26 budget.
Right, was there a specific dollar value? Because you could just use the same as a whole, use the same.
I can't remember.
I don't think we did, because I think we were waiting for word back from Sanan's office. I think it was Sanan's office.
We have an amount in there, but it might have been lumped in with educational outreach. Might not have been a separate one,
should
only for signs.
I look at last year's budget?
Well, do we have an idea, David, of how many we're gonna need, and how many we think we're gonna get this year, and
what we could budget, how much they cost.
You don't have a solid number yet.
Yeah. So we could put in,
But if it is in-house, the cost is next, you know,
Yeah.
eventually after.
hopefully in-house would work. I mean, you could put in a squishy number that you think it might be. You could leave it out. You could always put in a budget request
Do you
later.
recall what number you had for education on?
Is this the fiscal year?
Yeah, that was from last year. Let's see.
Can I jump in with a suggestion?
Certainly.
Please.
If they do make it in-house, you're not gonna really have to pay for the labor, but
That's
what you would be paying for would be the poles and what they call blanks. So depending on how big you want the sign to be, if you can, a blank is just like a stop sign that doesn't have stop printed on it yet. So if you get sort of a rectangular sign that says you are now entering the Deer Creek watershed, and you propose to put that wherever you have a water crossing. So the commission can think about all the areas that we actually cross a creek in Webster and come up with the number of signs that you would like to have. But I would say just for your budgeting purposes, just for the pole and the blanks, and maybe if you're going to set them in concrete, you're probably talking $45 a sign, $50 a sign, because they'll have to come up with the letter, to stick the letters on the sign as
Well,
well.
last year there was $595 under training and education, but there was 2,000 under printing, which might have been when you were thinking like.
Yeah, we have more detail behind that. I just don't have it at my fingertips. But I think this is the newer information that it would be about $50 a sign.
How many signs did they, and then just round up. That's 500 right there, so.
When we originally talked about this a while back, we talked about looking at models in other places that do this. And a lot of times what they'll do is when you're driving on a major thoroughfare, so something like Watson, for example, when you are entering the area that drains to Gravel Creek or drains to Deer Creek, there would be a sign there, you're entering the watershed. And in that case, we would need probably a couple for major thoroughfares. So 10 seems like a very good initial investment.
Especially
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. You could always phase it over a
Right.
few years.
If we decide it's not enough, we could do 10 next year.
And you can rebudget if
Like
you end up
that.
not needing 400 for
Yeah.
other things, you could. rebudget
Yeah,
for this too.
if you don't spend as much money on snacks, that's
Yeah.
one more sign.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is the function of the sign, just to let?
Awareness,
Of,
let people know they're in a watershed.
what are they supposed to do with that
Not for me,
information?
is that a fair?
Not for me.
Well, that and
I'm just saying, I'm not
like
trying
native
to.
planting, like.
Yeah.
The more native plants you have in a watershed, it absorbs the runoff water better. So that's another reason besides pollution. And I know there's a lot more.
I agree
reasons.
with Jeannie. I think it's awareness. I've been in other states where they do this, maybe Tennessee or something like that. You're on a highway and so you are now entering the watershed of such and such a river. And it's just awareness of that you are in a watershed.
Yeah.
And that anything you put on the ground that might go into that watershed,
I saw this in Memphis when I was living there a few years ago, the
Warren
Wolf
River.
River. Yeah, so you know the Wolf River watershed,
Very well.
seen the signs? Yeah, so they, if I remember correctly, they won a small award for those signs because they appeared to be reducing litter.
Oh, okay.
And
Didn't know
so,
that.
yeah, I thought, let's do it.
And they also track the levels of like salt in
Yeah.
Deer Creek.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Stream teams.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Which under sort of sidebar tangent. Deer Creek Watershed Alliance is a good resource if you ever want to learn more about that.
They also have grants for this.
everything in Webster and Deer Creek or
There's actually a really great. Yeah.
That's a whole thing. Shade Creek, Deer Creek.
Deer
do have
Creek,
White
my
Creek.
signs for
Yeah.
music.
they all go into,
There's one that's really river to pear, but then they call it Skittles.
So when this is kind of getting off the tangent of
Sorry for.
the dog ears. No, you're fine.
It's a good.
Oh shoot. Oh, when we talked about signs before, and getting a list of where to put them. It sounded like maybe Sanan was gonna put something together with Public Works. Times have changed, she's not the liaison anymore, like.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, is identifying the location for the signs something that like a subcommittee needs to do, or something that staff will be doing?
I think, in my opinion, it'd be a good idea if the commission does that themselves. Or at least the approximate locations, and then Public Works can get the, kind of work out the details. Because some of the signs, they might be able to put on existing poles as opposed to putting in new poles.
I see that I'm the only one on this subcommission, so I think I'll probably be doing this. Would you? Okay, great.
I'm sort of a map freak.
Okay, great. There's maps of the watershed. We can just talk about it.
there's-
Yeah.
You can go to.
Are you guys saying you're gonna do it?
Look at that.
Yeah, we're looking at major roads going into a watershid.
Yeah, right. I think that's.
Subcommittee, John?
Yeah.
Did you just join the subcommittee?
Happy to help.
Nice.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe when we're done with the signs, like for the roadways, maybe like when we lived in California, a lot of the storm drains had like drains to ocean or something, so maybe we could do something like
Ours
that.
on Oak Street have like fish on them.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they
So
did our road.
maybe that can be like,
Next year.
when we're done with the upright signs, we can
Yeah.
get them on some of the storm sewers around.
I used to live in Seattle years ago, and actually our inlets also had, this, don't paint, this goes to, whatever, goes to the sound or what have you.
I was walking around like Webster and I noticed a lot of the storm drain covers are, drains to stream.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is MSD signs, they actually
Mhm.
say that.
That's really cool, man. Teamwork.
Okay, thank you for self-farming and stuff. Our next thing on the budget is videos. Possibly trees of distinction video, tree steward video, watershed video, native gardens. Hopefully that will be in-house at no cost. Police department has drone team. It was written up, I think last week in the Webster Kirkwood Times. That had a picture of the police officers charged of the drones.
So, yeah.
I have a question about that. So we were working on a no video. This is for David, actually. Does the city have like a media person or someone,
We
a
do.
graphics type person?
Yeah, we do. Jordan Rowe is his name. However, I can tell you, he is the one guy for the entire city. But as I said to Jeannie, as long as we have enough notice, we could probably get a lot of this stuff done. And he likes to put content on our social medias sites, so he is really gung ho to do this kind of stuff. But like I said, it's a matter of working it into his schedule.
Would he be able to actually videos and stuff?
Yeah, he shoots video and then he also recruits the police department to fly their drone. Like, I don't know if you saw the solar videos. He-
I sent it to her.
Yeah, he did that in conjunction with PD.
I have to interject briefly here. I forgot I was the timekeeper and must point out we only have 22 minutes left.
Okay, so our remaining things, Dark Skies, no budget, the Welcome Committee, no budget, Marketing Committee, no budget, so our total budget at this moment for the next fiscal year is 1,518 plus the unknown signage, but now we have 50 times 10, so
So then we,
a little over 2,000.
taking, this 250 out.
Yeah, and remove the 250 from the
Yeah.
trees of distinction. Tree steward and trees of distinction are combined.
So I was 1,268.
Did you do the math?
Yes.
And I would recommend for all of these individual items, if it's 470, make it funny. Yeah, if it's 748.
So round.
Yeah, round about, and then come up with an even number.
I've forgotten the words. I moved to approve it.
You asked for a motion.
It's the one
I
motion to
move that the
approve.
budget for FY 26 be, as discussed and amended, be approved.
Second.
And we will rely on our recording secretary for the minutes to make sure we get everything square before we officially turn it in.
So we don't have to do roll for this.
You do.
Teresa, could you do roll again?
Yes, I can. Okay, Ginger,
Yes.
Debbie,
Yes.
Jeannie,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Teresa, I say yes. Corin,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, Bullet point under old business is our field trips, which did not happen on Friday and will be rescheduled. David will send out a, doodle poll and, hopefully find a time that can work.
That Mother Nature cooperates.
Okay. New business, based on comments Jim made, when the budget was circulating with email, and Jim shared he has been treasurer of Sierra Club and other places and had gotten and had some questions. I got the idea that maybe we need an actual treasurer on our commission because I think it's evident to everyone, I didn't pay a lick of attention to the budget. There were so many other things happening. So Rory has gratefully accepted being our treasurer. And so he'll just every now and then have a couple minute report of the status of things.
And just so you know, that doesn't take away the role of the finance department. They're still the real keeper of the books and the checkbook. But at least this way you guys can keep a running tally on what's been spent.
It's sort of charged with just keeping track of things, yeah.
September, David, you had information about that. We have a holiday.
Yeah, we do. It's
So-
the Labor Day.
Yeah.
You did.
I always confuse Labor Day and Memorial Day.
We could go to the Tuesday or we could go the following Monday.
That's right.
I think is what you said.
Yeah.
So that's our September meeting, not immediate. Does anyone have a preference to go to meet on Tuesday after Labor Day or to meet the following Monday?
We have typically done following Mondays, but either one should work for me.
Yeah, I just pulled those two out just because they were available, you know.
Does anybody at this point have a preference on meeting on Tuesday, the 8th or Monday, the 14th of September?
I prefer the 14th.
I do too.
What is it?
The 14th is our presence.
Okay. So that will be September 14th.
Was there a consensus? I think there was, yeah.
Consensus, okay. Now, Yvonne, do you wanna speak to that luncheon? That's coming up on Wednesday, April 8th, that 3 people can attend?
Yes. So it's the Tree City USA luncheon, and the chocolate cake is not to be missed.
That is so good.
Whoever it has not been, it might be a good opportunity, but basically 3 people from the commission. And it's always nice if Emily can make it or someone from admin in the city to go, but that's not it's not 100%. So if somebody, all 3 people on the commission want to go, just let me know and I will put your name in.
What's the date? Wednesday, April 8th. So how many people think you would like to attend? Warren, maybe.
Might be interested.
Working until 1. That musical until noon.
Did you say no, Debbie?
I work until 1.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that same thing. Yeah, Wednesdays are hard.
David,
Oh, you don't
are
have to
you
worry about.
working?
I don't have to come out of this decision.
Jim,
May not be, so I'm not sure what to say.
but are you interested?
Yes, oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. John,
Well, possibly, yeah.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah, that's what Nancy got me.
so
Yeah,
you could leave work to go to it on a Wednesday?
Oh, I'll take a day off work.
Hey, Teresa, any interest?
You could put me as an alternate.
Okay, I'll put myself to, and we can firm it up next month. I did go last year. And it was really nice.
I went last year too.
Yeah.
Was
And if for some reason we don't end up with 3, put me at the bottom of the list, I'm happy to go, but like other.
like I could be like an alternate. Like so that like I could get us up.
I'll bring you a drink.
It's really nice to have
Another
that.
dessert
I
option,
hope they
but
have that.
I don't.
Oh, they will.
I think we would take it out of the council budget, so you wouldn't take.
It's-
So
I don't know.
now,
Any sense of it, actually.
Yeah, if there's
let
no-
me just see if we're moving on to subcommittee updates, but because of the time, I'm gonna kind of go over the. Anything you need to say, Laura?
No.
I already said what I was gonna say, that, Carrie and Joe have been invited and are able to attend. Anything from welcome packets?
We're still working on getting it together,
Anything from marketing?
same.
So I do have some eco-ed things. Let's see.
What's the question about the marketing? What is? It's included under marketing flyers.
The effort is to have a checklist so that whoever's on the eco-ed committee knows who they advertise it to, who to reach out, so we're not reinventing.
So you're not talking about advertisements actually, like in the website, Times or something.
Things like that.
Okay.
Mostly
Because
like
we
social
kind of
media,
dropped the ball.
flyers, in different places, right?
We dropped the ball last year with the Brentwood Park. Cause Carrie left the commission and it never entered my mind to market it.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, again, the Worcester River Times had this calendar page, and I don't know if getting stuff on that is free or not. But
The calendar is free.
so definitely stuff should be listed there, you know?
So it's to just have that
Yeah.
list in one place.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Volunteering to be on the marketing committee then?
I think it's already.
Not agree, but it's kind of like the treasurer, where like you're not doing all this stuff, but you're kind of keeping track to make sure that.
Well, I think it's important because you mentioned you like
Well,
to,
not doing it, the marketing committee's just making the
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
you had mentioned that you like to have more people like come into some of these events. And I think to do that, you've gotta advertise it. You really do, because people aren't going to look at the sign on the city hall as they drive past and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I think that's what the marketing committee's role is, to figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
Can I jump in real quick? I'm sorry.
Well, certainly.
If you're more than welcome to send me the information and I will have it posted on our Deer Creek Watershed Alliance volunteer, because they do put learning opportunities, and that goes out to the entire Deer Creek Watershed database, not just the 200 Webster Groves volunteers. It goes out to thousands of people. So that has usually brought in some pretty nice crowds.
Don't know if anybody subscribes to the Friday page, which is about to be renamed What's Up Webster. If you have any content, you could send that to me and I'll make sure that it gets.
Well, and also I have access to each jar, sending everything to the entire school district. So I mean, I can do that. So.
That's good to know.
Thank you.
You're my new resource.
So, eco-ed. I would like to suggest another additional subcommittee in addition to the eco-ed subcommittee, which this year was Jim and Lori and myself. And we did successfully get our 3 eco-eds arranged. But Arbor Day is a big thing in and of itself. So let me share with you what I've done. I wrote an email and sent it to David, and David sent it to the staff liaison for the Arts Commission. And the chair of the Arts Commission emailed me back and gave me her phone number, and she and I talked. And I'm going to I'll just pass this around, you can glance at it. I'm going to their meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30 at City Hall to present this proposal to them. And I spoke to this woman, Janet, on the phone. And after I spoke to her, I typed this up and I sent her it. But I told her it might be edited by Tuesday. So if anyone, feel free to write on it if you have edits. I'm asking the Arts Commission if they would be interested in doing a joint endeavor with us around Arbor Day to bring more youth involvement, more community involvement to Arbor Day in the form of some sort of art competition. I imagine it would be small this year. But this could be the framework for growing next year. So younger kids drawing trees, or older high school students photographing trees or writing poems or essays. And I did have a other idea of inviting, the children's librarian to come to Arbor Day and read a children's book, about trees.
So I used to volunteer at the zoo, and they have every year a art competition that's in their living world where they have these panels with art.
Yeah.
Maybe it's of animals and stuff, and it's really great. I mean, the thing you have to think about is where are the people going to be able to see this art? And I was thinking maybe the public library, because they
I
do
think
have
that's the most
exhibits.
likely place.
Yeah.
I thought when I go to ask if the children's librarian could come and read a book, I would ask if the art, depending on what happens with the art commission.
Jeannie and I were talking about this sort of a sidebar conversation. Jeannie, really ambitious, wanted to include the school district and all sorts of folks. It's probably too late this year to do that, but soon in the next coming months, maybe we have a conversation with, and not just the Webster School, public school district, but the various private schools
Yeah.
around town as well. Not to mention, I mean, there's probably quite a few homeschoolers, we gotta figure out a way to communicate to them as well.
And the prices for that, though, like that would need to be something that we would include in the.
I did include it in the Arbor Day budget.
Okay.
See if she was thinking.
So, you can let me know if you're interested in, being on an Arbor Day subcommittee, a subcommittee of the subcommittee of Eco Ed to grow Arbor Day in an effort to get more community involvement, more awareness of trees. So related to that, Yvonne, I have a question. Do
Sure.
you have an outdoor microphone?
We have access to one, yes.
Thank you. And what I would like to ask everyone is to really think about eco-ed as our thing. And I can tell you, having organized this neighborhood gardening association and reading about these different gardening associations, they all have, if not monthly, several presentations a year. So our eco-ed is like one of 15 presentations. So I would like us to take personal responsibility of inviting someone to the ones that you can attend. And if you're able to only attend one, I would suggest it could be Arbor Day. Because that's really more of an event than a presentation.
Are you doing the Scotts again?
It always
Free service.
What's that, Jim?
Never mind, it's saying free beer with her.
So now we're on to Emily, City Council Liaison.
I don't really have any updates. Everybody's working on their budget season, so the commission is right on track for that. I did want to mention, this is kind of more parks and green space, but the Webster Groves Rec does camps for kids in the summer. So there's WeBG, but there's also like 1 week specialty camps, and those opened, I think, yesterday. So if you know people who are looking for summer
It's still
this
the same
season.
now.
I wasn't looking for it, but I didn't see it on the list. They have like a ice skating one, they have like a one where they go to different pools around town, several different like pool themed ones. So just wanted to make sure people knew that existed, but other than that, I don't think there's much. It's up to you all. Any questions for me?
This is a question, I don't know if it's for you or David. Does Jim need to decide if he wants to be on 2 commissions?
It's not, right now, anybody can serve on more than one commission if they want to. It's a matter of if you have the time and the inclination to serve on this.
It's my decision, that's right.
That's what I'm asking, it's Jim's
It's
decision.
Jim's decision, and like we have to appoint, we have to choose who gets appointed.
Yeah, I haven't
But
been invited yet.
And that hasn't happened, nobody's like, we
Yeah.
haven't done that, but yes, if we invited Jim and he's
Yeah, if
like,
I was
he
to
could
ask
choose
on the
to do
stormwater
both,
commissioner, then I have to obviously decide to accept that with, and whether or not I want to stay.
And by the way, this commission meets monthly. The Stormwater Management Advisory Commission probably will be more like quarterly, because they just don't have as much to do in terms of day-to-day.
It might be more at the beginning,
At first,
but
yes.
then it will probably spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
Once things get settled. And I believe we're still accepting applications.
We
You
are.
know, additional.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
Yeah,
at, because it took so long to get John.
Oh,
To get Gabe interested.
we're always accepting applications for boards and commissions. Katie, city clerk, can help with that process.
Yeah.
We're not currently advertising for a green space fund because we don't currently have it open. But also on the stormwater commission, we're still actively accepting applications for the stormwater
Yeah.
management advisory commission SMAC. So if you know anybody who has that type of expertise, we would love to have an
As
application.
FYI, we've received 9 applications to date. The commission is 5 regulars and 2 alternates. And I haven't told you yet, but we're gonna be getting together our sort of subcommittee that we were talking about. I was gonna do a poll and find out what's the best way to get together.
Okay.
To review those.
Yeah, so that's
Oh, and very good candidates, by the way.
it's great.
Yeah,
Does it company?
You know,
Yeah.
we'll be moving on that pretty soon.
so it sounds like that has yet to really get going. So I would be able to be on this commission for a while,
Mhm.
so. And
Like
just see how things work out. I'm not gonna quit.
I'm not trying to push you off.
No.
Yeah, we need to get-
See what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's it, Emily
That's up. Like that.
and David.
Just a couple of quick things. One, thank you for getting the end of year report and the budget done. You all did the work. I gave you the paperwork and you know, it's fill this stuff out and just bugged you more than a little bit, but I bugged you to get it done. And you did it on time and no extensions requested. Might very well be the first ones to turn in your paperwork.
Yeah.
We get a staff work that's associated with what we do is basically charged to the city, right?
Yeah, I'm salaried, so.
Yeah, yourself.
And the other thing I wanted to mention was, and I mentioned this before the meeting, is I attended the Climate Action Summit last week. And first of all, it was a great event and I would encourage anybody to attend in the future. But I wanted to also say that you all got your props because I had multiple people ask about the Greener City program. And yeah, so good job. Kudos to you all.
I want to talk to you about that.
But that's it in the interest of time. That's all I have.
Okay, looking forward to next month, which will be March 2nd when we meet. Any agenda items that people want to get on the agenda?
I'm on a subcommission having to do with reviewing the native plant ordinance. I think it was originally proposed by Liz James before she left the commission. I have reviewed the native plant ordinance and have some very minor securities, nothing like the responsible lighting, that like really small scale stuff. I can do a short 3-minute, like, it might be good if the city did this. Should we suggest it to the city? You know, like, yeah. That's it.
I guess we would notify everyone of our decision.
Right, yeah, so.
Now I'll let you know what happens with the meeting. Going to the art commission tomorrow.
Yeah.
How that is. Did anyone get a chance to think about, do you want to be on the Arbor Day subcommittee?
I think it's a good idea. I do not want to do it myself.
Remind me when the Arbor Day is.
You're on my 3 stuff.
I know.
It's Wednesday, April 15th, is the, in Larson Park.
Yes, like I already have access to all, like, each of the school, like at least Webster Public Schools.
Can I call on you if we decide to market the contest to the school?
Yes, yeah, I can definitely, I can take care of that portion for sure.
And you're already attending with the scouts, so.
I am already attending the scouts, so. And I mean, I do have a rapport with at least one person in each of the buildings too, so if I Yeah.
And you'll get the scouts for Arbor Day to
I've
do
got
the
the scouts, I've always got them covered, yes,
Thank you.
so,
Are you a scout leader?
kinda used to be. But
It does.
now it'll probably be Cub Scouts, but that's fine, they're still scouts.
Oh my gosh, look at this
Hey.
on the nose.
Well done. Full points.
Thanks.
Anything else?
Nicely done.
Okay, I move to adjourn.
For a motion.
I move that we adjourn.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, thank you, Yvonne and Teresa.
Yes, I.